is the Dadar Sayaji Express. And if you want to have a look, the compartment looks very spacious. The seats are like really big and comfortable with good cushions. And oh, there's a step ladder here so that elderly. That's pretty good. If you see here, they have the status of the toilet occupancy. And this is the dining area with a nice light, with a bell to call the attendant. And yeah, looks pretty comfortable.
It's 6:30 in the morning and we are here at Bhuj station. The train was on time, quite comfortable. And this is the tent city where reception, where you have to go check in. They are going to sanitize the bags, and the bags will be directly taken to the tents, and there is an area where you can freshen up. So let the day begin. Here we have reached 85 kilometers from Bhuj station. The bus ride was beautiful, and here we are, Ranotsav, the tent city, located at Dordo, which is 85 kilometers from Bhuj station. From here, the bags will be sanitized and directly taken to the tents allotted, and we will be going to the reception where you'll be given, you'll check into your tents and will be given food. You will be given food coupons, I guess. So let's go inside and check out.
So this is the reception area. It is beautifully decorated with some beautiful paintings and with good arrangements for sitting, keeping social distancing in mind. The meal coupons have been given and the tents have been allotted. We are waiting for the cab to take us, or the bike ride to take us to the rooms.
So here we are in cluster B, and all these clusters, there are clusters from cluster A to cluster F. A, B, C are premium tents, and then deluxe tents from that from D onwards. There is not much difference between the tents. From A to B, the tents are bigger, and the bathrooms are apparently bigger. But D onwards, they have an extra net outside where you can just sit without mosquito bites. But I don't think there are any mosquitoes. So let's go and see what's there. So they have these doubly zipped tent entrance. Okay, and here we go. This is a premium category tent. Looks very spacious. There are arrangements. There's a kettle, water bottles. There's an AC, and this is the bathroom. Okay, the bathroom is also quite big with very neatly arranged amenities. So it's quite a different experience to stay in these tents, and a must do once in a while. Now this is an exclusive cluster for VIPs, and these are like super premium tents, Rajwari and Darbari tents. If you see, the location is a little away from the main crowded part of the tent city, and this is the entrance, and this is Prathamesh. He is the in charge. Hi Prathamesh. And if you see, there's a nice waiting area outside with the heater and the AC. And this is the room with a luxurious setup with a small fridge, which is not there in the other tents, and a TV. And if you go from here, there is like a nice balcony. This is the bathroom. To find something in the middle of a desert is actually a feat. So this is D1, that is Darbari tent. Now this is where PM Modi ji stayed. I'm not going to say anything. Let the place do the talking. So all the protection has been taken care of. This is basically for VIPs, VVIPs, but Prathamesh has been very kind to give us a tour. And you can also book it for a heavy price, which the packages have been decided by the Ran Utsav committee. So this is one bedroom. Then this one, this is like a dressing room, and the bathroom. This is another bedroom with some exclusive furniture. Dressing room and the bathroom. And this is another dressing room. Beautiful. So we are now fresh. The water arrangements in the room were good, and we are here to the dining hall, and quite spacious as well. So let's go and check out. As you can see, the dining area is huge with spacious sitting capacity, and there is the buffet lunch. So we can go and check out what's in lunch for us. Okay, so I'm taking you to the place where the lunch is served, and let's go and check out the menu. लाइव काउंटर में आज શું છે? आज क्या है लाइव काउंटर में? रोटी. So there is nice garam fulka rotis, and there's chocolate barfi, gulab jamun, Gujarati tuar dal, jeera rice. Oh, tandoori roti is not yet, but they're going to serve us hot. This is white chawla, that is white kidney beans, and undiyu, the favorite of all Gujaratis. Rajma, methi aloo, matar paneer, mixed pakoda, and lilwa kachori. Wow. Pineapple raita, and there's some farsan, and that's salads and pickles. I can't wait. So after a heavy meal and afternoon siesta, we are now heading for a sunset point on this camel cart. Like you see, the temperatures are quite extreme. The afternoon has been pretty hot, and but otherwise the breeze is good. I think the evening should be a little better. So let's hope for a good sunset and a good view. Rest of the updates from Sunset Point at the Run of Kutch. To the right from the tent city to the Run of Kutch is 4 kilometers, and this newly named Sahil camel is pretty fast. So
So he has promised us to take us there in about 40 minutes. No, half an hour's time. So we will talk about the history of Run of Kutch at the sunset point. So like you can see here, this entire thing is what we call the Run of Kutch. The word run is derived from the Sanskrit word irina, which means desert. Now Run of Kutch is a part of the Thar Desert of India, which is one of the largest deserts in the world. And a little bit about how this Run of Kutch was formed. So centuries ago, there was the entire Run of Kutch when it was submerged as a sea. There was an earthquake which then turned into this marshy salt land, which is about 10-15 kilometers away from the Arabian Sea. They say that the salt farmers, also known as agarias, they work hard from the month of October to June to extract this salt, which is about 75% of the total salt production of India. So we are now waiting for the sunset, which we shall shoot. And there are many activities going on here. There are some cultural programs, somebody was just paragliding. And let's wait for the beauty. I think the serenity is just mesmerizing. During the month of monsoon, the entire Run of Kutch is submerged in water. From October, when the monsoon stops and the water starts receding, this is what we find here. If you see, this is actually crystals of salt, and it's completely because this year the monsoon has receded a little late. The salt is not exactly very well formed, but then it is still there. So this is why it is called the desert salt or the salt desert. So here we are, the beautiful sunset right behind me. It looks mesmerizing and absolutely beautiful. So we are here to an Alvela Bamboo, which is like a small village, art. And this, what he's doing is hand painting called Pithora art. I think it's a dying art which we should all promote. So today is day 2. We have travelled for around 140 kilometers to reach here from the tent city, and we have reached the Vijay Vilas Palace. So we are on our way to Vijay Vilas Palace. If you want to take your cameras or your mobiles inside, you have to pay some rent, or else they have a facility to deposit your camera in the locker. So we are at the Vijay Vilas Palace. Made by Maharaja Vijayaraj and is now succeeded by Prahad Manji as a weekend home, and they are on the Jadeja camp. So if you see, there are many shootings here, like Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, Lagan. So it's like a nice place.
We have now reached the Mandvi beach. As you can see, it's a beautiful coastline and the arrangements have been so meticulously done. This is the area where we are going to be served lunch and our high tea, and there is a direct entry to the beach, which is a private beach, not open for local public, and only the access is only for people who are booked with Ran Utsav 10 to 2. But right now the sun is blazing hot, so I'll take you to the beach. You can see they have arranged for some tents and the chairs, and it's just beautiful. Good morning, this is day 3. Here we are going to point 0 to see the sunrise. It's really cold, it's 6:30 in the morning and it's very cold. Dinner is accompanied with this lovely live music every evening. The whole tent city lights up in the evening, and this is the cultural area. So every evening there's a cultural activity which goes on, and now we are going to the stargazing room where they have a telescope and you can gaze at the stars from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night. So day 4, final day, it's time to go back home. We come back to the station after some sightseeing which is provided by the Kent's Ran Utsav, and that includes Swaminarayan Temple, Jodi Market and some Kutch Museum. But I think we are just planning to skip them and visit the local market. This is the famous Howrah sweets for milk peda, so you can binge on some sweet sweets until you are calorie conscious. So our journey has finally ended. We are back from where we started, and we have reached Booth station. They have given us some resting hours at the tent which is at the Booth station, and well, it was a fantastic journey and a perfect 3-day holiday. So this is Dr. Sheetal Mistry signing off.